most people are not aware of how much potential they have. Like, you could be doing so much more. A lot of people strive for like that perfect balance of like just doing like the same routine all the time, and like you need goals, like set scary goals, like big goals that you're working towards something that's going to make you a better person.
Welcome to the Driven Dad Podcast, where we celebrate dads that live with passion and lead with purpose. On this show, we'll host some dads that live incredible lives. Being a dad is the most important job you'll ever have. Get inspired by our amazing guest dads that refuse to live life in mediocrity and live epic lifestyles with their families. All right, guys, so welcome to the Driven Dad Podcast. It's a pleasure to have you guys here today.
Thanks for having me.
Hello.
Did you guys get a workout in today?
Of course.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Wow. I thought you would have waken up at 4 a.m. like usual.
Usually, but it's been a busy week.
Yeah?
Busy week at work, yeah.
So you're going to get it in later? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for a run, hopefully this afternoon in the sun.
Cool. Yeah, it's nice out.
Yeah. It's not often you get to run in the sun, so.
Do you run every day or do you work out every day?
Work out pretty much every day, yeah.
Not always running.
No, I'll run or bike or work out in the gym at home, but I'll do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Jesse?
I try to do something every day. Saturdays are typically my day off.
Okay.
Sunday is like a long run, and then every day of the week is like a mix of like strength, running. I'll run basically every day except Saturdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then some some cross training on top of that.
Yeah, strength, a little bit of CrossFit, a little bit of this and that.
Are you training for anything specific right now?
A few things. I got so I have my marathon in May that I'm aiming for like a decent time.
Is that the Fredericton one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then June I have it's a 32-hour race in Wentworth.
Oh, nice.
So you just basically run the same loop.
How long's the loop?
I think it's 4.5-ish.
Okay.
You just do that loop for 32 hours. So you as far as you can.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And I have like an idea for July. I'll see how I feel after that race.
Right.
But basically the idea would be to run from my house in Dieppe all the way to Curated, which is just over 250 kilometers.
Sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Generally, when you do an event, do you take like a prescribed amount of breaks in between events?
typically you do like one big event in the season.
Okay.
I don't usually follow that rule, and I wouldn't recommend. I'll sometimes get like little, kinks and little injuries here and there that are not like, over the top, but I can kind of work through it.
Right.
But once a month is like, I would say, is probably the max
Right. Yeah.
for that volume.
And is running the only thing you're, let's say, competing in right now?
Yeah. I mean, I'll do like the occasional CrossFit competition,
Okay.
like
Just for fun.
Just for fun, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, running is like pretty much the only thing that I'm like a little obsessed about.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Jer? Any events coming up?
Doing the same marathon as Jesse in May.
Okay.
So train for that.
So what's your target pace?
3:30.
How about you, Jesse?
3:15. Yeah.
Nice.
Not
Can't
the
wait.
not the pace, but like the time.
Yeah,
Right,
like
yeah,
total
yeah,
time, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Crazy.
that's-
Both
we'll see.
crazy paces. It's nice. I can't wait to hear about that.
Yeah, should be fun. The training's fun anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You enjoy the training, like the training runs?
Yeah, and we're a bunch of friends that are doing it at the same time, and
Oh,
we're
that's
three of
fun.
us that are following the same plan. So we kind of, the harder weeks, everybody kind of knows the struggle. Like everybody's like, oh, we're tired this week, but
Kind of
it's
creates
fun.
a mini community.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
cool.
And like Sunday mornings, like sometimes I run with Jesse or 3 or 4 of us that run Sunday mornings at 5 a.m. We leave at 5 a.m. so we can be back home when the kids get up.
Yeah.
So it's the best way of doing it. Try to not ruin the family time.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Do you find sometimes it's hard to integrate your training, like prioritize your training with the family life
It is, but
and work life?
it is, but that's why you do it early in the mornings, or sometimes you have to do it at night when the kids are in bed. That's my wife works out pretty much every day, also in gym at home. So I make sure that she can get her workout in, and then I work around that. So it's either before the kids get up or after my wife's done her thing. I try to
Right.
do it so I don't cause any problems
Right.
in the family life, because
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
it's the only way to have a balance to not get somebody frustrated in the family that I'm taking time away or I'm always working out or whatever. If I can do it when everybody's sleeping, it's the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely had my time of like not balancing it like perfectly and maybe taking advantage a little too much, being like selfish. And you know, you feel it. You feel the tension. You feel
Yeah.
like but now over the last couple of years, it's been like, you know, working towards having more balance. And now I find for myself the early mornings are just, I can get it done and then not worry about it the rest of the day.
Right.
Yeah. Because at night, I'm usually pretty tired by
Yeah.
9 p.m. anyways.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find too, like I'm kind of betting we all have a similar personality on this point of view, but it's important to choose your goals accordingly to what's realistic with your family and your lifestyle and stuff. Like sometimes there's some stuff that we leave on the table that we'd love to accomplish or that we'd love to sign up for. But if we do sign up for those things, it's going to cause more harm than, you know, positive stuff, because you're going to get frustrated because you can't get all your training in that you wish you could to, you know, to do the best that you can at that event. For instance, like I'm thinking about Ironmans and stuff that demand like a tremendous amount of training. Of course, I'd like to do something like that, or, you know, there's other things that I can think of too, but it might be, you know, better for my health and my family's health and everyone's happiness to sign up for something that's a little bit more realistic, that you can still push yourself in the training and get the same kind of feeling when you're competing in that event or participating in that event.
Are you planning on doing an event this year?
I'm pretty bike focused right now. I feel pretty good. I don't have like a precise training program, but I'm super consistent I've been pretty consistent at the CrossFit gym this winter, and getting on the bike as often as I can, like on the spin bike or whatever. I have a couple of local races that I'm going to sign up for in the enduro field of mountain biking. One that's kind of the highlight of the summer. We're going to travel to Newfoundland and do a long range enduro, it's called. So my buddy John and I are going to make it up there and race that. It's really just for fun because we're pretty old in the mountain bike world, but I have some specific goals that are, you know, just a personal type goal, not a get on the podium type goal, because that's pretty unrealistic. But just something to aim for and push a little harder for, right? Yeah.
That's good. Always need something to kind of aim for.
Yeah, exactly. I find that it's really healthy. It doesn't matter if it's a small or big kind of goal, but as long as you have something that you're looking forward to, it helps you get off your ass on the days that you don't feel like putting the work in, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I find like I picked up running like 5 years ago, and since then I've always been like signed up for something, for like an event, or, you know, before that was like CrossFit, and then but I find if I don't have anything on my calendar, it just like I just feel like lost,
right?
You know, if you have something to train for, it just keeps you like, you know, committed, like just
keeps you focused,
disciplined, and you have something to,
What is it that you guys like about running? Like, is there a feeling you get from it? Is like, why running compared to the gym? Or I know you guys go to the gym, but I also know that running's your thing.
Yeah. I think for myself anyways, running is more like a mental thing. I feel great when I'm done my run. I feel, but it's more like
Like a meditation kind of thing?
like
Okay.
I get out for my run, and then it's just like, if you have any issues or if you got something on your mind or whatever, I don't run with music. So you're just like, if you have something on your mind at 5 a.m, you're
Yeah.
gonna be thinking about that,
Right.
and you'll typically find a solution, or like it's like a brainstorming.
Don't
But
you wish sometimes that there could be like a brain recording going on?
Yeah.
And then after your run, you could print it out?
yeah, it's happened a few times where I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea, and I finish my run, and I'm like,
What was that idea again?
but it's just
I've thought about that many times.
The first couple weeks of running, I'd say, is more like you get into that routine, and you'll feel good, but you don't always feel good. And then after a while, it just becomes this like it's like I need to do it.
Right.
Like I need to do it. Like this week has been crazy because I'm like in the middle of building my gym and all that, and
Right.
I had to skip a few days. I'm just like, I feel more tired
Right.
sleeping in that extra hour than if I would have, would wake up and go for my run. Just that dopamine, and like after your run, you feel great.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Talk to me about your gym. You're opening up your own gym.
yeah. So finally decided to do it.
Okay.
It's been on my mind for a long time. Especially when we bought our new house. I have like plenty of space to do it. And originally I wanted to do a detached garage with my gym in it, but the city of Dieppe doesn't want you to have a business in a detached garage.
Oh, really?
So that kind of crushed my dream a little bit. And then, so we had to figure out a plan to make it work, on the house. So Sophie figured out, she's the designer, on how to do it on like attached on the back corner of the house.
Okay.
And yeah, so
It's kind of attached but separate.
yeah,
Okay.
we're using like a little bit of the house
Right.
to have it attached, and then to have access to that bathroom in that same corner of the house, and then we have like a little hallway, and it worked out perfectly actually.
Cool.
And
You've been doing that for how long? Personal training?
almost 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
And-
enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. I started at, in a commercial gym, and then I was there for like a year and a half, and then got out of there and started my own business, which I was like, subcontractor for another business, but hopped a few different gyms, and then, I started to have this idea in my head, like, well, obviously, you pay someone a rent, like, obviously if I had my own spot, I'm not wasting that money.
Yeah.
I can keep that money for myself. And it's not even really about the money. It's like, now I'll work from home. I'll get to see the kids in the morning, because I'm never home in the morning. So I get
Right.
to see the kids in the morning. It's just a lot more convenient. If
Yeah.
I get an hour break in between clients, I'm already home.
Right.
So
More time efficient. Plus, there's that
Yeah.
sense of pride of owning your own thing, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
it's almost complete.
Cool. Jer, when you did your first marathon, what was it? 2 years ago? 1 year ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Was that like a pivotal moment for you in your life?
Yeah, it was, because I never thought I'd be able to do that
Okay.
ever in my life.
Okay.
When I first started running, I would go run with my wife. I don't know how many years back. I would hate it.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't understand. My wife ran when she was in Montreal, and she always told me, "Oh, it feels good. Like, eventually, like, you'll love it." I'm like, "No, there's no way I'm gonna like running." And it was eventually I just kept running, and then do 5Ks, and then get better at the 5Ks. Oh, go to 7. Oh, go to 10, 12, 14. Then one day I just decided one morning I did a half. I was like, well, if I can get a half, I can probably do a full one. So I convinced my brother-in-law to sign up to do a marathon with me, and we trained. We didn't really follow a program. We just ran as fast as we could. We were bonked at every run. But anyways, we got it done. it was a great experience. But yeah, it changed my life really. It's
awesome. And I know you've made some major changes in your nutrition along the way, and you've had some insane results, call it physically. Was that before or after the marathon?
It was before.
Yeah.
I was always athletic. Like during my life, I played football, hockey, but I was always big. I was never consistent with nutrition. I tried many times to lose weight, but never really worked. I don't remember what year it was. It must have been 2020 pandemic. I kind of decided to try it and keep being consistent. And also you go up and down, and down. But eventually kind of clicked. And when you can stack the wins and keep going, and then eventually it just burns off, you know what I mean? It takes a lot of work and a lot of consistency, but it's...
What's the one thing you did that was like a major game changer?
For me, it was making my own meals at home, because I drive trucks and I always work on the road, but now it's every day. I bring my lunch with me every single day. I pretty much eat the same thing for breakfast and lunch every day. People think I'm crazy, but I don't even think about it. It's not even a decision. That's what I eat.
I think it might be one of the most important things to guarantee someone's success with their nutrition is you can't be too fussy on like how pretty your meals are, right? Like
or
it
how
has,
good it tastes.
It has to be like, I don't know, a selection of 5 to 7 things that you eat 90% of the time. And it has to be simple to prepare and to bring with you. The people that need their meals to look and taste like a freaking, high-end meal, like a restaurant meal every time, unless you have a cook working for you, that'd be freaking awesome. That'd be great. Yeah. But I don't think you can guarantee success, or I don't think you can get success if you're too fussy on like, having a consistent selection of different meals and fancy meals. You have to keep it simple. Chicken, like lean meat, vegetables, and good carbs. Yeah. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, for sure.
That's base of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And once you started seeing progress, I'm sure that it just kept feeding you with motivation and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So you just keep, and after we did marathon, my brother-in-law said, we should do the Ironman 70.3. So we started training for that and just keep going and going, and nutrition keep steady because makes you feel good, makes you run faster, makes you go faster on the bike. It's
crazy how much of a snowball effect it creates. As you keep changing atomic habits, like little mini habits, you just want to keep adding more and more and doing better and better because you feel the results, right?
Yeah.
Not only in the run, but just like in the daily.
Yeah.
Like you don't feel tired. You don't have a crash. Yeah. You're more present for work, family, and everything, right?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Because you lost what, like
100 pounds.
100 pounds, yeah. So,
100 pounds.
Well, it might be more than that. The biggest I ever seen on scale was 305. So
after a while, you stop looking.
Exactly. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And right now you're at?
Right now I usually range between 207, 210, something like that. I don't really weigh myself anymore. I eat consistently, same thing.
Which is still pretty. Actually, one crazy thing is you guys are not the typical runners, right? You're way too big to be runners. Big, like muscular and frame wise, right? But that's insane though that you lost over 100 pounds. That's crazy.
That's funny. We have that kind of similar story. I lost it like when I was 18. Yeah, first year of college. I was 280, almost 290, and in 6 months, I lost 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And I remember going to college and thinking, like, this is my chance. Because I was always, like, super uncomfortable with, the way I looked, the way I felt. And I was never an athletic guy, ever, at all. Like, opposite of athletic. I was playing guitar. I was, like, skateboarding a little bit. But, just to hang out, basically. I wasn't, like, the greatest skateboarder.
So your turning point was like you decided once you hit college, like this is where I want to make a change. And
one of my best friend was also heavy.
Okay.
And like the year before going to college, we were going together, and he lost some weight, started training,
Okay.
and I saw him that summer. I was like, no, it's just me that's fat.
You lost your partner.
Yeah, I lost my fat partner. So yeah, I was like, as soon as I get to Ottawa,
Right.
I'm starting to train.
Awesome.
And I didn't do it the right way. I was just not eating. I was
Okay.
eating like one pack of Mr. Noodle every
Okay.
day, and like I was walking in the morning, trying to run, but not really. It was just walking, and then we would go to the gym for way too long, probably 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
And then, but I lost the weight, and I got a little dose of like, okay, this is like doable. I can change my life around.
Right.
I did it in 6 months, which was a little crazy over
Yeah.
the top, but that's how I did everything in
Seems
my life.
like your style.
Yeah. And then I remember going back home the next summer, and basically my friends didn't even recognize me. They were
Wow.
like, who's this guy? And I even started growing a little beard, and I was like, you can do this.
Really became a new person.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy though. Wow.
Did
So
you
good.
feel a transition period between your old self and your new self when, like, I felt it like parties and stuff. You go, oh, why are you drinking? Oh, why are you leaving so early? It's like, I have goals that I want to get to that are more important than staying up till 2 a.m. I'll gladly go at your party. I'll hang out, drink a beer, but I don't want to get wasted like I did before, drink 18 beers a night. I found there was like, not a pushback, but like people don't really like change. Know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Also, people don't understand what they haven't been through, right?
Yeah.
So those people weren't at the same place as you were at that time.
Yeah.
But I know you guys are already there, but you just can't care about that stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
See, for me, it happened way later in my life. Like
Yeah.
when I lost the weight, I was just beginning my party phase.
Yeah.
So it was like I became this new person, and this new person was partying. So
Yeah.
that was like basically my 20s, well, mid 20s. And then, it was just, an ongoing kind of struggle, I guess, to stay on track. And then I met Sophie, and then it was probably, cheesy to say, but she helped me a lot to turn my life around. And, now I've been sober for almost 5 years.
Cool.
And it's probably the best decision in my life.
Nice.
Yeah. A lot of people, they'll question what you're doing,
Yep.
like why you're not drinking. I'll still go to parties. I'll drink water or bubbly
Yep.
if I'm
the
feeling
best.
like,
Thank God for bubblies.
yeah. But it's just for me there was no like in between, like hanging out, having casual beer.
Was on or off.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would never ever go back to it now. It's like I can't even see myself doing that again.
Right.
It's just it's a new life for sure. Yeah.
That's good to hear, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's thankfully for us, it's more socially accepted than ever to be the person not drinking,
Yeah.
eating healthy. It's almost like not quite to a point where you judge the people drinking one beer, but almost. Now it's almost the cool thing to say, yeah, this is a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab a non-alcoholic beer too because Matt's doing it.
Yeah.
I remember I was when I got into the fitness industry, most of my friends I was 23, so pretty young. Most of my friends were still like pretty much in the peak of their partying, and I was still partying too, but I was kind of phasing out of it faster than my friends. So I was like the boring guy, and people would call me old because I'd go to bed first and whatever. And I'd be like, fuck you guys. I don't really care. Like, I want to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning
And feel good.
and feel good. Yeah. Yeah. And I wasn't doing anything perfectly back then, and neither am I doing it perfectly today, but it was kind of the start of that progression towards like saying screw you to everyone and just doing what I wanted to do and living the life I wanted to live. And fast forward to now, it feels like everyone's kind of catching up. Like in general, the lifestyle, the trendy lifestyle right now is kind of like everyone's going towards, taking care of their body a lot better than they used to before.
Yeah.
Not drinking as much, going to bed earlier, working out, staying active and stuff like that.
Well, the data's there now, like with all the research going on, like it's drinking and all that stuff. It's terrible for
It's
it.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how mainstream media and marketing will basically decide how people think.
Yeah.
If, everything says that something's not bad for you, everyone will think it's not bad for you. And next thing you know, everyone will be doing it. So you'll be doing it because everyone's doing it. And it's just a big snowball effect.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Jesse, you just came back from a family trip to Mexico.
Yes.
How was that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, I'm like at the end of building my gym right now. So it's very hectic. But it was nice to go there and just completely like.
Were you able to disconnect like digitally from your phone and stuff?
I had a few things that I like had to take care of, but there was definitely like a few days where it just like barely touched my phone, and it just really.
How awesome does that feel?
Man, it's just.
Don't you feel dumb after?
Yeah.
Because of the way we live every day.
Yeah, I know.
I had that same feeling.
Yeah.
It makes you reevaluate a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, when you're just on the beach with your kids and, there's nothing else that really matters. You're just having fun.
Yep.
And you look forward to the next meal and then doing the next thing, the next activity. And it's just, family time is...
So valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was a really, really good trip. Like, everyone had fun. There was no... Well, how can you have drama? It's just, the kids had a blast. There was zip lines and water parks, and yeah, it's really, you live through them, right? It's just, they're having so much fun.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, they're having fun. You're like, yeah, I'm having fun too.
There's things that you kind of forgot about or forgot how special it was, like just the plane itself. Like now we kind of, as adults, we're like, shit.
Let's just get there. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, when the plane takes off, Olivier was like, oh yeah. Oh, ça va aller vite, hein? And you're like, awesome. Hell yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, it is a rush. Actually, I forgot about it.
Yeah, sinking in.
Yeah, little things that you don't put as much importance on kind of renews that joy in those little things when you live through your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys went, Jerry, you guys went to Amqui for a family trip on March break.
Yep.
How's that?
It was awesome. The kids, they had a ski camp there set up for the kids in the mornings, 2 hours every day. And the kids progressed so much. It was amazing to see them, like Jolene, my 8-year-old, she's skiing black diamond trees now. Doesn't go fast, but she can still go down. She can carve pretty good. It's awesome seeing them.
Sick.
Just like seeing them go. You went through that with your kids, but seeing them go from the bunny hill to the big hill. Like the first time my oldest went to the big hill, I had a broken foot, so it wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
But Margot, this year, I went from the bunny hill to the big hill with her once. I had tears in my eyes. I'm glad I had goggles because I had tears in my eyes going up the trail because she was so happy. It was amazing.
I don't think people that don't ski or snowboard understand like what we're talking about right now or the emotions that we're talking about right now. But it's, I totally get you. Like it's probably some of the proudest moments for sure as a dad.
And to see them like
graduate from one level to another.
Yeah.
I think the one that'll be like irreplaceable or like the best step of all is when they just start riding next to you and you're doing nothing. Like you're not touching them. You don't have a leash. You don't have anything. You're just riding and you're enjoying yourself right next to your kids that are doing the exact same thing, feeling the same thing as you going down the same hill. People that don't ski and snowboard are just like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah. Like I see like a lot of people, their kids play hockey or whatever, but I'm glad that my kids like to ski because I can do the activity with them.
100%.
Like
100%.
hockey or some other sports, you're watching them, you can still enjoy it, but you can't do it with them.
Yeah.
Now I will be able to do ski trips all our life and hopefully be able to do that for a long time, as long as possible.
Yeah.
And do family trips and ski together and go do big mountains somewhere out west, or
Yeah.
it'd be awesome.
There's a hockey dad that came up to me at the gym not too long ago, and I think it was a weekend I don't know, I think we went to Polio for a day in the weekend or something, and he just comes up to me on Monday. He's like, "You guys have got it figured out." He was like pissed off, not pissed off, but he was like really serious. "You guys have got it figured out. I just spent my whole weekend at the arena there. And next year, no more of that. We're skiing next year." But it's, there's good in every sport.
Yeah.
Does your kid play hockey?
No.
No?
Not
Okay.
yet. No,
Okay,
he's just
cool.
like
So
learning.
Is he gonna play hockey?
Well, he's just like learning how to skate right now.
Okay.
So who knows? But
Yeah.
I'm trying to like steer him
Right.
away because I'm not a hockey player. Like
Okay.
I have nothing against it, but I've never played. I played when I was very little, but
Okay.
not for long.
Okay.
And I don't have a whole lot of interest in it. If he wants to play, fine, I'll support him. But I'm trying to go snowboard and do like other stuff to kind of look at this stuff.
Maybe
This
fall in love with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go rock climbing. Let's go do this, and because all those things I can do with him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, like it's fun. Like no better feeling than Jake's not there yet to go down the hill by himself.
Okay.
But any big accomplishment, it's like you're right there with them. It's fun. Like you feel that. Like Jake had a fear of the water.
Okay.
There's one of his friend fell on him last year.
Oh, okay.
And it like pinned him underwater for like too long, like 10 seconds.
Okay.
And after that, he wanted nothing to do with water. And like 2 months ago, we got him into swimming lessons.
Okay.
And you could see like progress every week.
Cool.
Every week. And which was kind of leading up to the trip to Mexico.
Oh.
And then in Mexico, it just like, it was a switch. It
Okay.
started like doing cannonballs, diving underwater. It was just like, it was a whole new like,
Nice.
yeah, it was like, oh, this is amazing.
It really doesn't matter which sport it is. Like when you see your kids really become passionate about something and really happy to be doing that activity, you're like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Take all my money and my time. Take it all. It doesn't really matter. Like I'm the same as you as far as like I've played hockey all my life. I have nothing against the sport, but I'm trying to show them more of other things. And if they want to play hockey, it's like you said, they can play hockey or whatever they want to do. But I'm gonna encourage them to do some activities like snowboarding and biking and stuff like that with us, and we'll see how it goes. But when you see them, like Elise really likes gymnastics. I'm not really interested that much in gymnastics, but she likes it so much that I'm like, let's go. Like gymnastics is fun.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Really doesn't matter. The only thing that is I'd like for them to experience the team aspect of something.
Yeah.
Until now, my two kids, I don't know if it's something we're doing, but they're not really like that great at team players. Or they just don't like the team sports, I guess. It's not a team player type thing, but like soccer last year, we might as well have been fans, like them too. We were more on the sidelines than in the actual field, but they're still pretty young.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's harder when they're young. They don't grasp it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think people are intense, like this generation? They're pretty intense at putting their kids in organized sports at a young age. Eh? Like I didn't play anything until I was like 5 or 6.
Yeah. I think it's pushed too far now. It's always more these camps here and those camps there and try to push. Just let them play. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're 5 years old.
A lot of my clients have, their kids in hockey teams, and it seems like there's just like so much of it. Like
Hockey all year long.
Yeah, practices every day.
Yeah.
Like, like 2 games that day, and then they have like camps during summertime. It's just, there's like 0.5% that's going to go to like.
And I think on like a little bit outside of that is it affects the family life too. Like if you're chasing arenas every day, maybe multiple times a day, you don't have like you basically don't have a family life.
Yeah. Well,
You're
you
just
don't have
living
time to do anything else.
No, you don't even have time to talk to your kids. I feel,
But
there's probably some people that'll disagree with that, but
I have friends that their kids love hockey,
Right.
and they do all the spring and all this stuff, and they live for it. They love it.
Right.
They live through their kids, or they like seeing their kids do that. But they also say like it takes up a lot of time.
yeah.
Like,
And I guess it's just different. It comes down to like if those kids eat up hockey,
yeah.
then give her. You know,
That's pretty much what they're doing,
I'd probably do the same as a parent. I'd be like, let's go. Like you want to,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
love this. You're happy when you're on the ice. Let's go.
Yeah.
I guess the issue is when the kid doesn't feel
Not
that
really
way.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which happens more often than it should. Let's talk finances, financial motivation. What motivates you guys financially, or how do you guys see money? What's it worth for you guys?
For me, it's just like obviously everybody likes money. Like you're never gonna say no to money. But for me, it's not like a huge motivator in my life to like. There's not like a number. I'm like, oh, if I make $1 million a year, I'm gonna be like, then I'll be happy. For me, it's just like as long as I'm making enough money that we can travel. There's no limitations. Like we can do family trips, like do whatever we want to do. If we want to buy like a 4-wheeler or stuff like that for the kids, and as long as we have enough that we can eat the foods that we want, have the toys that we want, and just be able to travel, I'm happy. Yeah.
So you see money more as like the vehicle to fun, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What about you, Jer? What's your take on it?
It'd be pretty much the same thing. As long as we can live comfortably, I don't think there's a number that would make anybody happy, because billionaires want more billions. There's never enough. So you just, as long as you can live, like you say, comfortably, you can do things that you want, you can go on trips, you don't have to worry about payments or putting food on the table. Obviously you want to make some money for the future, for retirement or whatever, but I don't think it's something that you should guide your life just to do that. It's there's more to life than working all the time. I work all the time, but it's I realize now with kids, it's like there has to be a happy medium from work to family life and all that. It's
I think I'm always going to be like striving to make more. Because why would you want to make less?
Right.
So it's definitely a part of, I'm going to have my gym at home. I'm going to save a lot on rent, and there's a few things that are going to help financially. But it's not like a huge motivator of like, oh, maybe I should, work more hours, and then maybe I should do this and that, and then maybe get a second job. And
Right.
I'm happy. Like, I'm happy as long as I'm, like I said.
Do you guys find it hard to be content all while being a driven person? Content being like where you are right now while you're going to where you want to be.
No, I don't think so. I feel like I'm always pretty content. Like I'm not, I rarely feel like I'm missing something. Like I feel like I'm pretty well surrounded. Like my family and, everything feels like right on.
Cool. That's awesome.
That'd be pretty much the same for me. Where we're at in life now, I like where we're at. It's we're comfortable. I have three beautiful girls. We don't have to worry about much. It's obviously work's busy, life's busy, everybody's busy with kids. There's always something to do and chores to be done and stuff. But I think running and stuff helps with that, because you have time to process stuff and you burn off your extra energy. And I like running because it makes you feel accomplished and makes you feel content, I guess. Yeah.
If you guys would have like $5 million in your bank account right now, what would you choose to do every day?
I'll probably keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I would just travel a lot more. Yeah. Go on crazy camping trips. Like
Cool.
in Utah. And like, just do a lot more traveling, I guess.
Let me know when you got that 5 million.
Yeah.
I'll let you know too, and we can book
Sounds
a
good.
camping trip.
Right. If I have 5 million,
down.
I'll pay for you.
How about you, Jared?
I'd work when I want to work, and like I said, I'd still run. I'd still work out. I'd have more family time. That'd probably be the biggest thing.
Right.
That allow you to take the time that you want to take off, and yeah, that'd probably be the biggest thing. Like material things. Also, I would like to have dirt bikes and stuff like that. That's always great, but that's not the biggest driver.
Time's always our most valuable currency.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to think I think most people think that there's like an end period to like, I'm going to work till I'm 60 or whatever. And then the way my brain worked is like, okay, I got to get like this number. I had like this number in my head. Like by the time I'm like this old, I need to have this number in my bank account or in my savings or my investments. But at one point I shifted like, actually, you know what? I think it's going to be really bad if I stop working at any point. So I switched my mindset to like, I want to work till I die. Doing stuff I'm obviously super driven about and passionate about.
Yeah.
So it's going to be enjoyable work, or it needs to be enjoyable work. But I think when we stop is when it gets scary. It's when the bad stuff starts to happen, right? You need to have a reason to wake up every day at 6 a.m.
Well, how many people do you know when they retire, they get sick like 6 months, a year after? It's like
You lose your drive, right?
Yeah.
You lose your reason.
a lot of people just stop, and then the body's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people, most people that happens to is people that worked hard as hell, like every single day of their life too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they finally get that retirement and then you stop.
Yeah.
And, it's a big shock to the body. Like if you work, like if you have a physical job and then all of a sudden you stop, that was maybe your only source of activity.
Of movement. Yeah.
So
100%. Guys, before I let you guys go, you guys are obviously very awesome dads. You're doing a great job on the dad front, and you're taking care of yourselves really well too. What would be one piece of advice that you'd give to someone that maybe is just starting that, realization phase that there's more to the way that they're living, there's more to the way that they're showing up as a dad, and that also they're capable of, doing more and being a healthier, fitter, more active person?
I think most people are not aware of how much potential they have. Like, you could be doing so much more. A lot of people strive for like that perfect balance of like just doing like the same routine all the time, and like you need goals, like set scary goals, like big goals that you're working towards something that's going to make you a better person. Like, I don't do these races just for fun. I know I'll finish those big races, I'll learn something and become a better person. Like, I feel like you need goals in your life and like it gives you purpose. You need something to like you said, to wake up every day and feel like, okay, like you need something. Like, so set goals. Like,
what do you think happens when you get out of your comfort zone and you set some scary goals?
that's where you grow.
That's where you grow.
Yeah. That's where you grow. Like there's always going to be failure in your life. Like there's always going to be things that happens that make you uncomfortable. And usually if you ask anyone that had failure, well, most people do, but that's where you learn your biggest lessons. So by setting big goals, big scary goals, you basically set yourself up to learn and to potentially fail and learn instead of just waiting around for life to, make it happen for you,
Love that.
Yeah.
There's a quote I like, winners lose more than losers because they try more than losers, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Jer? What do you think?
I tell people not to give up on themselves, because I gave up so many times, like starting the diet. No, it's not working, or you start running out. No, it's just try to be consistent, and it's going to be worth it in the long run. I see people, like when I go running, I see people that are bigger starting to run, or people I just try to say, good job, keep going. Just try to encourage them, because it's worth it. Like even now, you put a 50-pound weight in a backpack, go for a walk. It's like, man, I used to walk around with double that on my back every day. It's crazy. You feel so much better after. Just don't give up. It's going to be worth it.
And you're 34 now?
33.
33. And is this the peak of your health and fitness until now?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So at 33, you are fitter than when you were 20, 15, 25, whatever?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not even close.
So the people that use their age or parenthood as an excuse, that's totally unrealistic.
Oh, yeah,
totally bullshit.
Yeah. You have to take time. I know sometimes people say it's selfish or whatever, go take time away from the family or whatever to go run, but it's so worth it for your family life in the future. If the kids want to play soccer, it's not, oh, I got bad knees, I can't. Or you're out of breath in 2 minutes and you play by yourselves.
There's always time.
Yeah.
There's always time. I've been a trainer for 11 years now, and I've heard that so many times. And it's just, there's always time.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me you can't wake up. You don't have to run 10K every day and do 2 hours of this, and it could be 10 minutes. You can wake up 10 minutes earlier and do squats or whatever you're capable, squats, push-ups, or whatever for 10 minutes and go on with your day. That's 10 minutes.
Do that for 6 months and you'll see the change.
And then eventually you'll be like, oh, maybe I could do 15. Maybe I could do 20. And eventually you start to build up a routine, more discipline. You're committed to what you're doing, and then you see the results. You feel better. You eat better. You do a workout, and then you don't feel like eating garbage. You'll feel like eating a healthy meal. Yeah. And it's just a snowball effect of like you build this new person.
I think sometimes too, people start out too fast and too big, and then, I'm sore, I can't do it, and they don't keep going. Just start small, go walk every day, and then
that's same for the nutrition side
just
too.
A little bit at a time. If you try to change it too fast, it won't work.
That's the New Year's people.
Yeah.
They set, okay, January 1st, it's happening.
Why not?
And then, exactly. It's just like January 1st comes around, then they start going to the gym, change their nutrition, they change everything. And then it'll last a few days, a few weeks, and then they go back to, it's just too quick. You start slow, and then you build up.
Yeah. Motivation it will always fade, but new habits you're going to be able to keep those.
Yeah. But when people say they don't have enough time, like I'm honestly spending way too much time on my phone also. But if you look at people's screen time, I think the average in States sounds like 8 hours a day that people spend on their phones. And you say they don't have time. We look at that thing for way too much. Like that's all time that you could be.
It's because I'm driving while I'm scrolling.
Drive a Tesla.
Well, thanks a lot for being on the show, guys. You guys are inspiring. And I hope that you can inspire some other dads out there to be as good as you guys are.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
for having us.